Hi everyone, it's Courageous and I'm back again with another video. In this video, I'm going to share my 4 tips on how to make the best of daylight saving time. It's about to end in November, we're a few weeks away, but the tips I have are very relevant and they're important you start early. So if you want to see my 4 tips on how to make the best of daylight saving, first hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's go to the video. So, research shows that the beginning and the end of daylight saving results in an increase in traffic accidents. People are sleep deprived. Just that 1 hour shift makes a big difference in your sleep cycle, and it takes about a week to adjust to that change. And we're gaining an hour of sleep in November, but that's one day. So 2 o'clock in the morning becomes 2 o'clock in the morning again, and you're getting that 1 hour of sleep. But from then on, you're not gaining any hour of sleep because when you think about it, it's 6 o'clock now. We're falling back an hour, so 6 o'clock will be what used to be 5 o'clock. So that one day we're gaining an hour, but after that you're still adjusting to that hour. So 5 o'clock is the new 6 o'clock. So it's very important that you start adjusting early because one, you don't want to get stuck out there groggy. Your concentration and your memory will be affected for at least a week, and for some people it could be even longer. So my first tip on adjusting to daylight saving ending is to start adjusting earlier. If you're going to be getting up at what used to be 5 o'clock, you should start working your way to waking up at 5 o'clock. So if you normally get up at 6 o'clock, start getting up maybe 15 minutes early. We're a few weeks away now, so maybe 20 minutes early, adjusting that earlier every few days, so that eventually you're already getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And then when we shift from 6 to 5 o'clock will be the new 6 o'clock, and you can go back to waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning because that would have been the 5 o'clock schedule. Am I making myself clear? So to recap, start getting up 20 minutes earlier ahead of time so that the hour earlier that you're eventually adjusting to will be that new time in a few weeks. So like I said, I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to start waking, I've already started. I'm going to adjust by 20 minutes a day, 20 minutes every few days, so that eventually I get to that hour earlier. So I'll set my alarm clock for 5 o'clock in the morning and get up then. So then in November 5th, when we fall back an hour, I will be getting up at the new 6 o'clock. And I can start setting my alarm clock again to 6 o'clock in the morning on November 4th. So tip number 2, for that day, just that weekend, meal prep on a Saturday. It doesn't have to be permanently, but at least for that day, like I said, your concentration is going to be off, your memory, you might take advantage of that extra hour and actually go a little too far. So you might end up having to pick up the pieces for that Sunday, and a lot of things can get lost in the fray. Mainly your meal prepping might have to take a back seat. So meal prep on Saturday, and that way you're not having to decide with own priorities on Sunday when you're adjusting. Tip number 3. If you are one who likes to partake in the nightlife, go clubbing and all that, go clubbing that Saturday. Especially if the nightlife in your area ends later. Like say I'm in New Jersey. Here we finish at 2 o'clock, like 2:30ish. You're going to get that extra hour of partying, so to speak, and in New York City, if New York City even sleeps, but you're still getting that extra hour of partying, so that'd be a good time to take advantage of it. my final tip number 4, is to make sure to self-care Sunday. One, like I said, there's an increase in traffic accidents. A lot of people are thrown off, and we can't control what other people are doing, but we can control how we react to it. So if you make that Sunday a priority for yourself, for some rest and relaxation, some pampering, you'll be a lot more relaxed on Monday when you have to go to work, and you'll be more centered and mindful of others, and that way you'll also have that pause to respond or not respond, depending on what the situation merits. But you'll be a lot more relaxed, and you'll be able to think clearer, and that person who cuts you off on the highway is not going to get cursed out, or if you accidentally cut someone off on the highway and have to deal with some road rage, it'll be a lot better internally if you take that Sunday for some self-care. So that particular Sunday self-care is especially important. So yeah, do you have any more tips on how to make the best of this chaotic period of daylight saving, which is ending on November 4th, and this week of adjustment? If you do, leave them in the comments. I'm happy to hear them. I'm always looking for more tips on how to structure my life. So yeah, these have been my 4 tips on how to make the best of daylight savings time. So, daylight saving ending. So like I said, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and come back again for more videos. This is Courageous. Peace.